Λοιπόν, γυρίσαμε πίσω. Γεια σας, σας είναι ο JohnyThan εδώ και καλώς ήρθατε πίσω στο doki literal club plus. Λοιπόν, την προηγούμενη φορά που είχαμε παίξει το doki μιλήσαμε με την Γιούρι, περνάγαμε έτσι όλα και μας καλά. Μετά ήρθε η Σαγιόρι και ήταν ζηλεμένη μαζί μου επειδή με έβλεπε να περνάω χρόνο με τη Γιούρι και εγώ ένιωσα πως η Γιούρι θέλει να με πάρει μακριά από εκείνα και η Σαγιόρι ήρθε από μπροστά μου και μου είπε ότι της αρέσω πολύ και εγώ αποφάσισα να της φτιάξω το κέφι και να της πω ότι μου αρέσει πολύ και τώρα είμαστε εδώ πέρα στη συνέχεια αποθέτω. Πάμε εδώ πέρα. Of all days I expected this to be one of the where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to walk her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I planted is dry, and I gently follow it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. John? You're the first one here. Thanks for being here early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little bookies on its... Περίμενε, γιατί δεν έχει μουσική? They must be the ones that she prepared that have all the forms we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she's overslept again. That's that dummy. You think that on days it's important she is trying a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to walk her up after all. Ahahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, John. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchanged? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the preparation? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they are really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the page. Its member poems is nearly pinned on its own page, giving it an almost personal feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practices. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's on that I haven't read before. But Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Okay, get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head before I do what I know it's best for you. Get out of my head before I listened to everything she said to me. Get out of my head, I show you how much I loved you. Get out of my head, I finished writing this poem. But a poem is never totally finished, it just stops moving. Huh. Ah. What is this? Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach. John? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. And even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her... Ναι, για κάποιο λόγο δεν ξέρω γιατί δεν ακούω τη μουσική. Make her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all that she seems and what I would want to give her. I reached... Περίμενε, για να κοιτάξω λίγο τα ακουστικά ή κάτι. Ναι, αυτά δουλεύουν κανονικά, αλλά... Sound volume, music volume. Δεν καταλαβαίνω γιατί δεν ακούω τη μουσική πάντως, αλλά τέλος πάντων. I reached Sayori's house, knocked on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a bit of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Τώρα ακούμε τη μουσική και σκότωσε τον εαυτό της. Oh, τέλεια. Unexpected has occurred. File. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can't be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed it to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done prevent this. If I just spend more time with her, walk her to school, and remain friends with her like it always has been, then I couldn't have prevented this. I know I couldn't have prevented this. Screw this literal club, screw this festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what they needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Nah. And... και είμαστε πίσω από την αρχή. Και τώρα ξεκινάμε από την αρχή που εδώ πέρα ήταν η Σαγιόρη υποθέτω και... ναι. Ξεκινάμε μια καινούρια αρχή. Και η μουσική πάντως. I see an annoying girl running towards... ναι, αυτά δεν θα τα ξαναδιαβάσουμε. That girl is my neighbor and a good friend. She's were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I wouldn't get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better of running away. However, I just sighed and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Yuri? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Morning are usual, the worst being surrounded by couple and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stayed blankly as the wall looking for once of motivation clubs. There really aren't any that interested me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. John? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any constructions paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature club can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member, right? A member's a member, right? Did Monica say she... Hey, John. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case... Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, John, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time, you're more important. Okay. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I regularly visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Stuckalo na w to. A guest? Da 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 do 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 do. So you know me. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, John. All words escape me in these situations. This club is full of incredible cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sword, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as always. Usual, sorry. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears completely more natural, mature, and timing, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into John in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know it in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, John? The girl have a few desks arranged to front the tables. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still, feels awkward. I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but, well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Laughter Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like Literature Club. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Da 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 da. I'm sorry. Well, do 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 do. I guess Natsuki truly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. In short, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a passion for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Passion? I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So John, what kind of things do you like to read? Μου αρέσουν να ξέρεις τώρα να διαβάζω βιβλία, anime, κάπως έτσι. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Magna. I mute her quickly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Όσο τώρα το παίζουμε. 24 λεπτά, ναι, το διαβάσαμε γρήγορα. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timing since the moment I wanted in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physical elements usually impresses me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grab something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a convention with a rock. Haha, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surely horror is often very successfully at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrapped paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why? Do you care? I think that's impressive. Nah, why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You won't like them? No, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust from writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your value and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in the silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri looks at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of a vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step of us to take. Do you agree as well, John? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that I've reached the most important topic, I blush to come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thoughts. All of these girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... These girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, John. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I wouldn't feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literary club. One by one, girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, John? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I wouldn't be super pissed. John, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assessment. Write a poem to break it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. John, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the accents welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I disperse the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literary club? Please, perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read that, Fυσικά? Can you hear me? Αυτό δεν το έχω ξανακούσει, αλλά τέλος πάντων. Όχι, όχι. Ναι, πρέπει να κάνουμε αυτή. Πρέπει να κάνουμε αυτήν τώρα, να την εντυπωσιάσουμε. Οκ, λάθος. Εντυπωσιάσαμε τη Γιούρη, υποθέτω. Hi again, John. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Πόσο τώρα το παίζω? 34 λεπτά. Σχεδόν κοντά είμαστε. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literary club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Whoa, στο καλό ήταν αυτό. Thanks for keeping your promise, John. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commutant for you. Making you dive headfirst into literary club when you're not attuned to it. Αυτή ήταν η Natsuki. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Και πηγαίνει γρήγορα μουσική για κάποιο λόγο. have a big mouth for someone who's keep her magna. Και γιατί η Μόνικα είναι εκεί? Monica. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and Magna. Magna is literally. Swiftly defeat, Natsuki plots back into her seat. I'm sorry, John. Well, make sure to put your confront first, okay? Γιατί πηγαίνει τόσο κοντά? Είμαι εγώ ή πηγαίνει κοντά η Yuri? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a despondent glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? Είμαι εγώ ή πήγαινε λίγο περίεργα η Yuri? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it all at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Και γυρνάμε πίσω στο τέτοιο. Now that everyone's settled in express Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her instant expressions like she was waiting for this change. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Ναι, και εγώ θα το σώσω μέχρι εδώ και θα το σταματήσω μέχρι εδώ. Και κάτι περίεργο συμβαίνει εδώ πέρα και δεν ξέρω τι. Side stories. Ναι, έχουμε ακόμα πολλοί side stories να κάνουμε εδώ. Θα τα κάνουμε και αυτά σιγά σιγά. Αλλά μάλλον θα πρέπει να ξαναξεκινήσω όλο από την αρχή. Αν θα πρέπει όμως να το κάνω στην Κέρκυρα, οκ. Τέλος πάντων, μια εγγραφή και ένα like, παιδιά, αν σας άρεσε. Και πάντοτε θα σας δω στο επόμενο βίντεο. Γεια σας!